Hello, everybody. This is Yash Tripathi, and you are watching the Review Universe. So, welcome back to the another episode of this podcast series where we have conversation with authors regarding their book, their journey, and the stories behind the book. So, today a very special guest joining with us, Pooja Sharma. Pooja is an author and a tarot reader. She has recently written a book called Five Rules of Love to Turn Your Life into a Love Story. So let's understand the idea behind this book, inspiration behind this book, and the stories behind this book itself. So, Pooja ma'am, welcome to the show.
Har Har Mahadev. Hi guys. Thank you so much, Mr. Anuj, for inviting me and for having me here.
Okay, so Pooja ma'am, for our listeners who may be meeting you for the first time, could you share a short intro about yourself and your journey of tarot reading?
Sure. I'm living in Hiranandani Estate. That's in Thane, Maharashtra, India. And I'm a tarot reader. And over the years, I have taken not thousands, but lakhs of questions from my clients as well as my followers because I do lives, right? So now on the lives, I get all type of questions like from third party, which in is called as a relationship, third party relationship, or uh, affair, on extramarital, or confused. Do you want your ex back? And all that complications of love and relationship a person can goes through and goes through, can go through and goes through, right? So I thought ki I have got enough matter and I think I should write something which I keep telling in my lives again and again. Ki, why do you want your ex back when you have got so many problems? You should walk towards the new relationship, heal yourself, and all these things. So I said maybe a book will help.
Okay, so another question regarding the book, like what inspired you to write and how does it connect to the uh, followers of your tarot reader?
Sure. First, I'll just show you the book, right? So this is first thing is five rules of love, right? So these are the main five chapters of the book which I have written, and it is very simple. So you don't have to know tarot to know it, or you don't have to know. I also practice modern astrology, Western astrology,
Hmm.
not Vedic wala. So in general, all the important points जो होने चाहिए, because I keep telling my clients the same thing. If you keep asking for your ex back, the same problems are going to be there, right? And people come to me and saying, "Ma'am, when will he unblock me?" This is something very new. When will he unblock me? So I always ask them, "Why have you been blocked?" वो reason अगर हट गया हो, then you will get unblocked, right? There is no magic. Tarot or anything, astrology is not doing magic for you. It can guide you. Obviously, it will let you know a lot. It is like big lamps on the road, but you have to walk that road or the path yourself.
Already.
So I said in this book, that's why I have given a gist that how to spot a red flag or a green flag. So this is something people know, and it is very normal and natural lingo nowadays. But it is a bit serious. When you see a red flag, we have to really be worried because it's a toxic relationship. So something I said it should be some small guide, and I have kept the book very thin because as people like only 30-second reads.
Exactly.
Right?
In these
People
times.
don't like long talks and lecture or all this. So this is about 30-35 pages which of reading. So which and it's like a guide or a thesaurus. You can just keep it with you anytime and you can get back to it. For many things, I'll give you more details along the podcast.
Okay. So can you share just some of the key aspects or themes like about the
Sure.
book, what make it
So,
special to the readers?
sure. Let me show you the main content. So I hope you guys can see it. The lighting is fine. I'll just take it near you. Okay. So in
Yeah.
this, I'll even read it out to you guys. First is self-love. Everything, the key point is in any relationship, we forget that we have a relationship with ourselves, right? So first is self-love, how I treat myself. I will explain to my partner ki how I want to be treated. If I
Okay.
don't take myself seriously, so I cannot fight with my partner for not taking myself seriously, or any example. Second is spot the signs, which I already told you guys, the red flags and the green flags also. That is, and I'll read out few of the important ones. Third is clear the past. And for this, fourth is dream play. And fifth is the zodiac magic. So a dream play is imagining your future with the new person. It is like manifestation. So I've given a
Yeah.
lot of details which is useful for people living in the today's world, right? And the zodiac magic, that tells there are four elements like air, water, earth, and fire, right? If you are a fire sign, so and if your partner is a water sign, fire and water, they just cancel each other. So how do you go about it? So you can't change your partner. Suppose you're married with somebody for 10 years. You can't say, acha, acha, it's water sign, cancel. So I have to leave that person. So in this, there are different things, ki how a water sign behaves, how a fire sign behaves, and how you have to understand that person according to the elements also. So this is something I think will be a very good guide. We can go back and see all the relationships in your life, because relationship is not just love relationship with your sisters. Like some friends we get along very well, some cousins we are very good. Somewhere, some people we see and we just get irritated. We don't want to be friendly or friends or something. So these are all related, right?
Okay. So, ma'am, I have just I have a personal question kind of a thing. Like, people most of the times get confused between astrology and the tarot reading. So, what is the
Mhm.
difference between with this? Like, what is tarot reading actually?
Sure. So I'll show you this. See, these are the tarot cards, right?
Yeah.
These, and there are two type of cards. One is a tarot card and one is an oracle card.
Mm-hmm.
Tarot card is like fixed, so you cannot change. Oracle card is you can change little bit. It is a lighter version. So this is connected to your intuition. Okay, so I'll also be doing a reading for everybody. If you want, I'll do the reading now for all the listeners and viewers.
Sure.
So I'll give you an idea.
Sure. Sure. You can. Like, I'm curious to know about this.
Sure. So this is just, see, I can't show you like this. You just mix it up so you get an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And all my readings, whether it is for the client, whether I'm doing live, it is never fear based.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm very clear. I guide you, I let you know, and you take the decision. Right? It is not my job to live your life or guide you. I can just give you pointers.
Got it.
For everybody, I'll do a general read. Now I'll show you one card. Three cards I have removed. So when I see this card, now this card is of imagination and relaxation. Can you see the stars?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the every tarot card has got 1,000 way you can interpret it, and every tarot reader is different. It's like a doctor, or somebody go for homeopathy, somebody goes for Ayurvedic, somebody goes for the conventional one, or how it is, right? So in this, so what I feel and what intuition comes to me is you all need some time to dream, some time for rest in our everyday running. No, we are not taking time for ourselves. We are dreaming, but once we reach that dream, we have got another goal, next goal, next goal. So we need some time to rest for ourselves. And also, there is some kind of disappointment. This is a collective reading, this is not
Mm-hmm.
for anybody. So as if now she's waiting for something. See, there is a disappointment. Maybe it is a long distance relationship. Maybe it is a misunderstanding. Maybe you have not reached your career goal, somebody. So there is some kind of feeling ki I have not reached where I want. And whenever this is a tower movement. Okay,
Yeah.
tower movement. See, so many things happening together. So tower movement is something ki there is going to be a shift. Whenever I see a tower movement in relationship, there has been a breakup. Yeah, breakup is going to happen. or in a job, the job is going to go because you are in a horrible space, but तो भी चलाएंगे चलाएंगे वाला feeling आता है. So this is a tarot moment. So the guidance in this is, if you know something is toxic for you, something is bad for you, you have to start taking steps to move forward. Just feeling bad, and it can be risky, है ना? It can be risky, but you have to take steps and move forward. You can't just wish ki everything vanishes, all the problems vanish just because I am manifesting. You have to take practical. Manifestation is there, but you have to be practical also in taking the steps.
Okay, so as per my like understanding what you have said, like it is more about person, not about the tarots. Okay, like
Yeah,
it is based on your intuitions.
it is intuition, and it is also who I'm taking. And same way, astrology is science based.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, this is also science, but astrology is fixed and science based because there are cycles. Like Jupiter has a cycle of 12 years.
yeah.
Saturn, when in India we say Sade Sati,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now let me explain to you difference between Sade Sati and in Western they say Saturn return. दोनों बहुत अलग है, both are very different.
Mm-hmm.
साढ़े साती we are very scared. साढ़े साती है भैया, इसकी साढ़े साती चल रही है, right? साढ़े साती, first let me explain. Saturn takes 28 years to finish one cycle, 28 to 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, suppose imagine a clock, watch. So when Saturn finishes one quarter, no, it is 7 years.
Okay.
It goes opposite, it is 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
Three-fourth, it is 21 years, and full cycle, when it finishes, it is 28 years, right? So whenever, suppose your Saturn, for this, a person should know basic astrology. I will just try and explain. Suppose Aries, in a sign Aries, your Saturn is in Aries, 5 degrees Aries, let us, presume. So it will take 28 years to come back to Aries. So whenever you are 28 to 30, it will be a very difficult time for your life, because in anybody's life, rough, it can be marriage, child born, career change, job left, because Saturn is coming back to its own place, right? And Sade Sati is when your moon sign, Saturn moves over your moon sign, it is Sade Sati. Or Sade Sat is why? Because 2.5 years, one sign before, 2.5 years the peak, and 2.5 years jabbo, it's leaving the sign,
Okay.
right? For suppose 8 degrees Capricorn, then Sade Sati will start when it enters the sign of Sagittarius, one sign pehle, then Capricorn, then Aquarius. But according to me, it takes about 9 years to completely leave that situation. But that Sade Sati changes you. Sade Sati happens only twice or thrice in your life. Because
Okay.
28 साल में एक बार साढ़े साती आएगी. A person can't get साढ़े साती again and again and again. But yes, साढ़े साती and Saturn return आसपास आ सकते हैं, because Saturn return is a time when Saturn comes back to your original natal chart, which you are born with. So that is more science based, and this is more intuition based. But both, it depends on the astrologer who's doing the reading.
Okay. Okay. So do you have any stories from your clients or followers which you can share
Yeah,
with us?
sure. This is a very funny and surprising story. Whoever I have shared it with, they were like, "Oh my God, okay, if this has happened on the live." So there is no this. It's not a client story. It's happened on live. I'm not taking any names. So
Okay.
on the lives, when I'm on YouTube and all that, people come and I give them one question free, one card free, one question free. And if it's paid, then you get details. Because more the cards you can pay for, more things I come to know about that person. So many people start taking paid on the lives also, but then they get 5 cards, 6 cards accordingly. So
Mm-hmm.
she had a very simple question. I'm somebody. And my boyfriend is not giving me attention, madam. Please see the reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I just took out the card, and I don't have, that was some other deck. So in that card, I saw 3 people. Okay. So that's a third party. There is somebody else involved in the relationship. And I try to make it subtle. I'm very straightforward, but I don't want to make it rude, सामने
Mhm.
वाले का एकदम दिल बैठ जाए. So very nicely, I told her, I said, see, I see somebody, three people. I show them the card, right? It is live. They can see me shuffling, and because that time they can just see my hands.
Mhm.
They can see me shuffling and they can see what's come out. So I said, there is somebody else involved in this. So it can be his job, it can be an ex, it can be family, because many in India come with family issues also. कि
Yeah.
घर वाले नहीं मान रहे
Mhm.
types. हमें शादी में घर वाले नहीं मान रहे. So this is concept is very normal for Indians. If
Definitely.
people are not family members are not agreed, so you can't get married. So I was very relaxingly giving her this answer. So she said, "Ma'am, you are absolutely right. आप बिल्कुल सही हो. Third party अभी आपने सही बोला. Something. I said हाँ. तो मतलब आप जानती हो ना. तो वही reason है. And I started taking the next question. So she was typing da 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 da. After 3 minutes, 2 minutes, I saw and she said, आप सही हो. Third party है. लिखती गई. Then she said, third party is his wife. So imagine she's so sure now her boyfriend and boyfriend's wife is the third party.
Okay.
But
No.
her perception is she is the main person and the wrong person is the wife. So wife is the third party, man. Right. So I didn't know. I didn't know to react to her. I said, your boyfriend is married. She said, yeah, but
Okay.
he doesn't love her. I like, okay.
Okay.
Because this perception I can't change. This is like a blindfold you have put. Abhi wo I just can't say no. This is not real. So she's perceived. So that person has to change.
Okay.
How was the
So
story?
so you have to sometimes say things which are actually rude. So how did the people take to that? Like this one is kind of very subtle to the client as well. Like you have just said smoothly this thing, but
See,
sometimes.
the process is very different. If it's on the live, it is very different. And if I take a one-to-one WhatsApp client, right,
Yeah.
when they have booked some amount and they get 45 minutes or something, then it becomes very different because that time I can talk to them freely and they can talk to me freely.
Mhm.
है ना? And they have paid for my time and expertise. That becomes a different premium thing. That becomes different, right?
Mhm.
And this is something I'm not sitting here to change. I'm not sitting there to change my client also. But their reaction and suggestion, see, on FB, many times your cousin is watching, your padosi is watching, your neighbor
Mhm.
is watching, your mother-in-law is watching. In my lives, I get ये मेरी भाभी है, ये मेरी ननंद है, मैडम मेरी ये है. All these questions, this also come. So you don't know who's watching. So that time I have to just take the question and just let go. And then followers, as they have somebody's following me for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So then it becomes a bond. But जो reality है, and see, the client knows, ठीक है? She knows there is somebody third, but she needs a validation.
Okay.
कोई मुझे बताए, है ना? Even the client know, but with clients then there is different healing technique, routine. तो वो सब premium में चला जाता है, for which the client pays for, right? To hear uninterrupted. Because if you're
Okay.
premium client, you don't want कि पूरे मोहल्ले के सामने बात हो ना, कोई नहीं चाहता.
Mhm.
So on live it is very light कि unblock कब करेगा, when will he unblock me and something college student something. हाँ. And अच्छा, also I would like to add, men have about 30-35% of my followers are men.
Okay.
तो ऐसा नहीं है कि tarot is only for women and men don't have problems and ऐसा नहीं है. Even my personal clients, 30 to 35%, I think that's a very big chunk, are men and 50-55 are women. ठीक है? When questions also are very different. Men ask only two questions. Only two. One is for their career,
Mhm.
and second is mostly if they are married and their wives have left them for somebody